Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. Crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, Character, hard work, grit. Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds. Got out a last-line shift. Will their team to victory. Hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. A time of great significance, of growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as very special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you leave.
Hello and welcome into the Marillat Sport and Fitness Center here at the campus of Adrian College. Right here in Adrian, Michigan, we got the Adrian Bulldogs taking on the Bluffton Beavers here inside the Marillat for the second matchup here at home for the Adrian College volleyball team this season. They lost to Siena Heights last Wednesday. They also traveled down to Kentucky over the weekend. I'll bring you some of those results later on here, as Bluffton will be in their road purples and Adrian will be in their home whites. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as the national anthem's about ready to be underway here at Adrian College.
We continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that as you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Welcome back into the Merillat Sport and Fitness Center. A nice, fun little rugby intro there. We have rugby here on the campus of Adrian College. As of this fall, we've already seen one broadcast here, as Sunday the women got their first victory against the University of Michigan. But now we're transitioning over to women's volleyball here, where the Adrian College women's volleyball team sitting 1-4 so far in this 2021 campaign. Starting off losing to Siena Heights in 3 sets, and then they traveled down to Kentucky for the Berea tournament, where they beat Rochester University and took 2 losses to Berea College there in Kentucky. They lost both in 4 sets. And if we take a look at some of the statistics for the Adrian College Bulldogs, as Goose gives the intros for the starters, like I said, they'll be in their home whites. Individually so far for the Bulldogs, if I bring some of those up here, individual. Erica Bowers played 18 sets, also has 38 points offensively. Also, there's a lot of girls on this team as I go down this list here. Haley Farrell has played 20 sets, all 5 matches. She's got 23 points, as well as 11 kills. And we'll talk a little bit more about the overall stats for the Adrian Bulldogs as we transition over to the Bluffton Beavers volleyball team. They're in their road purple uniforms, along with white there for the libero. So far, the Bluffton women's team sitting at 2-2 overall. They defeated Kenyon in their opener last Wednesday, 3-0. And then Friday, they lost to Heidelberg, same as our Adrian College football team lost to Heidelberg last weekend. They were defeated in 3 sets, as well as 3 sets to Ohio Wesleyan. And then they actually defeated Trine on Saturday as well in the Summer Center Spectacular, 3-1, as Trine going to be a familiar opponent there for the Adrian College Bulldogs coming up later this season. So starting things off for the Adrian College Bulldogs out on the floor, number 7, Haley Farrell. She'll be the setter. Also out there, number 12, Caitlin Bergman, the junior, is middle back. Also Just looking at some of the other numbers there, I believe that's number 18, Ainsley Page, the outside hitter, the sophomore from just down the road. Oh, actually, that's 28, sorry. Aiden Cribbs, the outside hitter, the sophomore from Saginaw. The libero is going to be number 17, Maya Minjaris. Also out on the floor, number 5, Blair Wyman, the senior from Macomb, Michigan. I believe that's it, other than number 21, Mallory Doro, the sophomore from South Haven. As far as Defiance Bluffton goes, 2 Ohio schools there getting confused. Number 14 out on the floor, Kelly Armentrout, the sophomore from Lima. Number 7, Alicia Like from Macomb, Ohio. Number 5, Kaylee Campbell, the junior from Camden, Ohio. Number 11, Maddie White, the junior from Ashland, Ohio. And number 8, Kaya Rainey from Adrian, also playing for Defiance. And finally, number 15, Brooke Clayman, the senior from Glandorf, Ohio. I'm sure went to Ohio Glandorf High School. I'm very familiar down there from Northwest Ohio myself. My name's Jay Hanna, and starting things off with an ace is going to be the Bluffton Beavers. So leading things off, number 11, Maddie White gets the ace. So we start things off 1-0. Like I said, I'm Jay Hanna. Jetlin next to me directing, as well as Alex and Ashley, my 2 interns working tonight. Got a nice little full house here inside the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, as Bluffton with a prime opportunity for a point there. Great little dig in the back row by Minjaris for Adrian as they just continue to scramble around here. That one's going to be a nice little point, though, for the Bulldogs. As on the outside, I believe that was Aiden Cribbs with the kill. Here comes the serve from Cribbs. It's going to be in play. Nice little setup for Bluffton. Now the Bulldogs scrambling around. And it's going to be a miss hit there from Doro. Point goes to Bluffton. 2-1. The Beavers out on top early. We got a couple substitutions coming from Bluffton, including number 17, Courtney Weekly. Number 10, Chloe Barnett from Wapakoneta, Ohio, home of Neil Armstrong. That's who will serve things away. Is going to be Weekly, the junior. This Bluffton leads 2-1 early here. Serves in play. Set on the outside for Adrian. Nothing doing. Now Bluffton with the opportunity into the back row. Good job by the libero, Minjaris, to pop that up. Good block of the net by Bluffton. As we're going to get 4 hits there from the Bulldogs. Putting pressure on Adrian was number 10, Barnett. Number 5, Campbell for Bluffton. Next serve for the Beavers in play. Kind of a mixed hit in the back row there by the Bulldogs. 3-1, Bluffton on top early. That one's going to be long on the outside from Barnett. Point goes to Adrian College, and checking back in for the Bulldogs will be Caitlin Bergman as she checks in for, let's see what number that is. Minjaris will serve for the Bulldogs. Ball's in play. Now Adrian College with an opportunity. Tip over the net. Good hustle by Minjaris as that ball gets put over the net. Backside, blocked, but in play. Point goes to Bluffton as they jump out to an early 4-2 lead over top of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Now to serve is Clayman, the senior. Gets a piece of the net, and she'll get an ace because of that as it bounces over, and unable to make the play in the back row is the Bulldogs. Clayman will serve it away again under head coach Steve Yarnell. He's in his 13th year with the Beavers. Another nice block at the net by Bluffton. Point to the Beavers. They lead 6-2. Meanwhile, David Kwan, in his 10th season as head coach of the Adrian College Bulldogs, joined by Jose Soto, who's the new men's volleyball coach, sitting on the bench there. Good diagonal serve from the Beavers. Nice hit on the outside, though, coming from Wyman. Point goes to Adrian College. Adrian serves it in play. 6-3, Bluffton out on top here in the first set in the Merrilat Sport and Fitness Center. Manjaris with the set on the outside. Shot will be blocked. And the Bulldogs just scramble around to get it over the net, and they do. But Bluffton now set up, and it's going to be a kill at the net from Cassidy Posey, the senior from Paulding, Ohio. Got a sub coming in there to serve for Bluffton. That's going to be Elle Price from Pennsylvania. Ball popped up in the air again. And that's going to be a point at the net for Posey, as that one's kind of set up at the top. I think we're going to get a timeout for Coach Kwan. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout as well. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on the Adrian College Sports Network.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome back to the Merrilat Sport and Fitness Center. Coach Kwan decided to call a timeout and talk to his girls as they trail 8-3 early here at Adrian College. The Bulldogs taking on the Bluffton Beavers. Like I said, they're 2-2 on the season so far. My name is Jay Hanna. I'm here with ACTV. Second, well, I guess really the first broadcast that we're bringing you for volleyball here during this fall season. Had some internet issues across campus. We were unable to bring you the first matchup they had here at home. But that makes this one even more special. Another good crowd here inside the newly painted basketball gym, which looks super nice. Serve's going to be in over the net for Bluffton. Set up on the outside. Great little shot to the back corner and good hustle from Bluffton. They're going to be able to recover there. And still scrambling. That's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. And Haley Farrell, who just kind of found an opening on the other side of the net. Checking in now for Adrian College is going to be Aiden Cribbs, the 6'1" sophomore. Now the serve from Wyman in play. Set up on the outside. Nice shot into the back row there by White. But the Bulldogs with an opportunity here. Ball tipped around. Popped up on the outside. Adrian College in a little mixed up position there. Both teams just trying to get something set up offensively. Good rally going here as ball continuing to pop over. Bluffton hits it over the net. Point goes to Adrian College. 8-5 now is the score. Now serving Blair Wyman from Macomb, Michigan. Trying to get the Bulldogs back into this one. In their first matchup, like I said, we were unable to stream it. Point goes to Adrian College. We were watching Adrian College fight hard with Siena Heights, actually battling down to the wire in the first set, and then they kind of lost steam after that and fell in 3 sets. So we'll see how they come, if they can rally back here after kind of a slow start against this Bluffton team. As that one's going to actually hit the pole, and that'll be point going to Adrian College. So now it's back to 8-7. So it looks like Coach Kwan's timeout really kind of got the message across to his Bulldog team. Serve from the Bulldogs into the back row. And that's going to be just a nice, easy point from Posey for Bluffton. And now checking in for the Beavers, like I said, from Macomb, Ohio. That's about 30 minutes or so from where I grew up in Northwest Ohio, out in the middle of nowhere, Macomb is, but they just won a state football championship a couple years ago. Obviously, happy times there. Nice hit on the outside from Cribbs. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Now checking in for Bluffton, Rainey, the defensive specialist from right here in Adrian, Michigan. Nine to 8 score, Bluffton on top. Bulldogs trying to equalize it here. The shot blocked from Cribbs. Opportunity at the net, another one blocked. Good hustle from Bluffton, but that one's going to finally get across as Cribbs gets another one. Point there going to the Bulldogs. Back to serve now for Adrian, number 12, Bergman. Bluffton will take the point and the lead, 10-9. Serving for the Beavers, Posey. Her serve is set up nicely for Cribbs, but it's going to be dug out in the back row there by Bluffton. That's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. Serve underway for the Bulldogs. Ball will be just off the outside there. Point Adrian, they finally take the lead here in the first set, 11-10. So Farrell will get an opportunity to add to that lead. The sophomore from Orland Park, Illinois, puts a serve way too long in the back row there, and we're back tied at 11. Now checking in, Armentrout. And back to serve, it's going to be White. Nice hit from Cribbs, but a good recovery from Bluffton. That's going to be out of play off of Doro. So White will serve again. And now checking in for the Bulldogs, number 22, Allison Ashurst from Traverse City. 12-11 Bluffton in a competitive first set here. Ball popped up in the air. On the outside for Cribbs, that one's going to be off the net. 4 hits there for Adrian, so the point goes to Bluffton. 13-11. Beavers out on top. Set up by Farrell on the outside, blocked by Bluffton. Now the Beavers with their opportunity into the back row, but back there is Wyman. Now the set for the Beavers is going to be just long from Armentrout. Point goes to the Bulldogs. 13-12 they trail, but they get the serve now as checking in is going to be Lena Cox. The sophomore will serve for the Bulldogs. That serve is going to be long as well, so a couple straight service errors now for the Bulldogs. As Adrian College is down by 2, 14-12. Now checking in, number 10, Chloe Barnett. Number 17, Courtney Weekly. As Weekly will serve for Defiance. Or Bluffton, I'm sorry if I do that multiple times. (14-13) is the score. as there must be a disruption from someone in the crowd making noise, and the referees had to take care of that one. So now serving, gonna be Minjaris. Good job being aggressive at the net there by Bergman. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Minjaris will now serve it back over the net. 14-all. Bluffton. Way too strong on the outside by Campbell. Point goes to the Bulldogs and the lead, 15-14. Looks like Coach Yarnell's going to take a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout as well. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
All right, we're back live at the Meerlot Sport and Fitness Center for a close one early here between the Adrian College Bulldogs and the Bluffton Beavers. Currently, Adrian College leading 15-14 here in the opening set. As the Bulldogs have kind of scrambled back, I think they were down about 7-2 earlier in this set. They've gotten very competitive, coming from some strong performances from Aiden Cribbs right at the net. Now the Bulldog faithful starting to get loud, as Minjaris will serve it back over the net to Libero. She's just a freshman. Ball's in play. Perfect setup from Bluffton, but it's a great block at the net. In there was Ashurst and Doro. Should say Ashurst and Bergman. Eventually Adrian College gets the point. They extend their lead to 16-14. Minjaris will serve another one in play. Bluffton trying to bounce back, and that's going to be well long on the outside from Barnett. 17-14 Bulldogs. Checking in for Bluffton is going to be Madison Jones, the freshman. Another setup at the net for Bluffton, but they just cannot seem to get it going offensively. So now it's going to be Adrian's turn. Good receive in the back row after the hit from Ashurst. Good communication from Adrian as well. And that's going to be a mistake from the Beavers, as Clayman unable to get much of it. Point goes to Adrian, 18-14. Crowd starting to get a little bit louder now. Bluffton doing their best part to silence that. What a nice hit on the outside there by Kaylee Campbell. The junior got a hold of that one. She'll actually be checking out now, and checking in is going to be Cassidy Posey. Back to serve, Brooke Clayman. That's going to be just long, literally as close as you can go without putting it in play. Point going to the Bulldogs. 19-15 now is the score. And serving it away is going to be Lydia Christian, the senior, getting some action here. And it's going to be in. Point. No, I'm going to say it was out. So point goes to Bluffton. L. Price. will serve it back to the Bulldogs. Trailing 19-16 are the Beavers. Bulldogs look to extend that lead. Good push shot in the back row there coming from Blair Wyman, 20-16. And she earns the serve duties after the point, and checking into the ball game, Mallory Ann Spall, the freshman. Coach Kwan going with a nice big rotation there, along with assistant coach Parker Sains. Bulldogs set up on the outside there. Cribbs unable to get much out of that one. Good recovery as Cribbs going for another one, but it's Bluffton. Point goes Bluffton's way, 20-17 now. Checking in now for the Beavers is going to be Coach Rainey's own Kia Rainey. I see him over in the corner watching. She'll serve it, trailing 20-17, ball in play. Perfectly executed offense there from the Bulldogs, as getting a hold of that one was Caitlin Bergman. 21-17, Adrian College now out on top. Now it's Bluffton's opportunity to get one back, and they will. Perfectly placed shot from Cassidy Posey. And she'll also serve now. 21-18. Close finish here coming in the first set. Right here on ACTV. That one's going to be a little too close there, as kind of a botch set from Farrell. Leads to a point for Bluffton. 21-19. Bluffton within two now. Posey's serve. In play. Now another set opportunity there. That one's going to be blocked. Cribbs gets just enough of that one, as Aiden Cribbs continues to have herself a good first set. Farrell will serve for the Bulldogs. That time, botch serve receive from Bluffton leads to a Bulldog point, and they're 2 points away from winning set number one. Coach Yarnell is going to call a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep things right here on ACTV. As right now, Adrian College leads the way over top of Bluffton here on ACTV. The score is 23-19. Reminder, this is the best of 5. So whoever wins set number one has a nice, strong advantage. We'll see what Coach Yarnell draws up coming out of this timeout. Taking a look at some of the stats so far, leading the way for Bluffton with 4 kills is Posey. Also 4 assists for White, 3 assists for Price. Also 5 digs from Weekly and 4 for Clayman. Ball's tipped up in the air. The Bulldogs end up hitting over the net. Back and forth we go. And that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. 1 point now away. Back serves Farrell. Set up, shots blocked. Point Adrian College, and they go on to win the first set 25-19. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with set number 2. This is Adrian College Women's Volleyball on Adrian College Television.
Crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
Welcome back to the Marriott Sport and Fitness Center for set number 2. As you can see, Adrian College won the first set 25-19 over top of the Bluffton Beavers. So the Bulldogs looking for their second victory of the season, currently sitting at 1-4. Meanwhile, Bluffton is sitting at 2-2. And it looks like we're having a little bit of a rotation issue or a substitution issue that both teams are talking to the officials about. In the meantime, we can go over some of the stats there of that first set. Starting off for Adrian, leading the way with kills was Aiden Cribbs with 5, also 3 from Caitlin Bergman and 2 from Wyman. 8 assists from Haley Farrell, 2 as well from Minjaris, 1 ace for Haley Farrell, and then 8 digs for Blair Wyman, along with 3 for Lydia Christian and 3 for Minjaris. And lastly, leading the way with points, Aiden Cribbs with 5. We're back underway here inside the Merlot. Cribbs adding to her impressive day with a kill there. 1-0 Adrian College. I mentioned that 1 win for Adrian. They have not gotten a 3-set sweep just yet. So obviously searching for that, getting that first set victory always sets you up a lot better as far as momentum goes later on in the match. Good effort there from Minjaris in the back row. Point goes to Bluffton. Be sure to keep an eye out for women's volleyball action here on ACTV throughout the season. Normally I'll be joined by Jenny Carlson, the alumni director, also former volleyball coach and also expert extraordinaire of volleyball action. But now it's just me, Jay Hanna here, executive director of ACTV. Be sure to stay tuned throughout the week. We got a fun rugby competition, rugby match here at Docking Stadium on Friday night, as well as soccer on Saturday. 1-1 is the score. Good effort from Minjaris to get the dig. And now Bluffton with the opportunity. Shot's going to be blocked by Destiny Johnson, along with Allison Ashurst. 2-1. Adrian out on top. So far, very encouraging turnouts for the Bulldog volleyball team. Like I said, only 2 matches so far here at home, but the energy's been there. Good job by respective coaching staffs as well, encouraging their players to come check it out. As good dig back there by Wolf. Now it's the Bulldogs scrambling around a little bit. Bluffton. And the Bulldogs going back and forth, back and forth. That's going to be a point for Blair Wyman as Bluffton just gets a piece of the ball before it lands out of play. So now Cribbs will serve it away. See the Bulldog basketball team out there in full support down there. Also generally a good, strong support from the wrestling team at these competitions. The bass fishing team normally makes an appearance. Baseball, obviously with Coach Rainey's daughter playing for Bluffton, I'm sure there's plenty of them here. And they're getting to watch the Bulldogs looking pretty good so far, up 4-1. Serve coming from Cribbs. Ball's going to be popped up. Point going to the Bulldogs. So Cribbs will serve it again. That ball in play over the net. 5-1 score. So Adrian just seems like they're in a good rhythm right now, as we're going to get Bluffton hitting the net. Adrian College out to a strong 6-1 lead early here in set number 2 after winning set 1, 25-19. Cribbs just gets it over the net. It did not look like it was going to make it. So Bluffton just has to scramble and get over. Set up on the outside. Wyman, shot blocked. Great block at the net there by Kinsey Wagner. Six to 2 now, Bluffton trails. Perfect opportunity for Destiny Johnson, but Bluffton receives it. Great hustle in the back row there. And just able to get over the net. Great job back there by Lena Cox. Unfortunately, though, Bluffton ends up getting the point anyway. I'm sure Coach Kwan very happy with the effort so far from the Bulldogs. Beavers now down 6-3. Back there to serve for Bluffton, Olivia LaRocca, freshman from Petersburg, Michigan. All right, should say that's actually Madeline Lubke from Salina. This time, Adrian's not going to be able to scramble. Point, Bluffton, 4-6 now is the score. So Lubke will serve again. Another one that was just kind of a miss-hit by the Bulldogs. Taking full advantage of that is Kinsey Wagner. So Lubke will serve again. Sorry, I have a wrong roster sheet in front of me here. It's actually Posey serving back there. I was looking at Siena Heights from the last game. So let's try this again. Ball popped up in the air. Now for the Bulldogs, score 6-6. Bluffton looking for the first lead of the set, and they will get it. On a nice shot from Campbell. 7-6 is the score now. Now Bluffton with their first lead, looking to add to it, and they will. Or I should say it's 7-7 now. Can't do math today either, I guess. Price will serve. It's going to be long, but Minjaris able to keep it in play. Now for Bluffton on the outside, that's going to be well long. Point going to the Bulldogs. They take back that lead, 8-7. Here in set number 2. Back in play. The Bulldogs. Shot's going to be blocked. Way to be in the back row there by Cox, though. She's been running all over the place, but perfectly placed ball there from Wyman. 9-7. Adrian College out on top, leading 1-0 here. Ashurst's serve goes into the net. Point goes to Bluffton. Back to 9-8 being the score. We're going to have a substitution there for Adrian College. Now checking in is Page. Barnett will serve for Bluffton. That one just gets over the net. Good effort for the Bulldogs as Minjaris pops it way up in the air. Again, Adrian now with an opportunity when it looked like they may not have one. It's going to be a point going to Bergman. 10-8. Cribbs will check back in for the Bulldogs as she checks in for Cox. Coach has got to be pleased with Cox's effort. (10-8) score. Just gets over the net, and that'll be enough as the point belongs to Campbell and Bluffton. Posey checks back in, and back to serve is going to be Clayman. Set up from Farrell. Cribbs. Ball eventually dug out there by Rainey. Bergman in the back row. Nice push shot there. Cribbs again. Shot's going to be blocked. Point. Bluffton, 10-10 score. Back and forth we go here in set number 2. So, Clayman. Perfectly placed low shot there. Now Manjaris gets a good recovery. Bergman just has to get enough of it to hit it over. Bluffton takes their first lead to set number 2, 11-10. Clayman over Bulldogs. Now Bergman. Bluffton with momentum. Looking to add to that lead. They cannot. So a perfect setup on the outside for Cribbs. Popped in the air. Good defense at the net by White. Posey with the point for Bluffton. 12-10 is the score. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout from Coach Kwan, which means we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. You're watching Bulldog Volleyball on ACTV.
College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Welcome back to the Merlot Sport and Fitness Center, where Adrian College is trailing in this one, 12-10 against the Bluffton Beavers after winning set number 1, 25-19. Trying to take that commanding 2-set lead over top of Bluffton, coming from Northwest Ohio. Coach Kwan elected to call timeout after Adrian saw their lead shrink, and now it's turned into a deficit of 2. So Bluffton will serve. Back there to serve is Clayman. It's going to be towards the back row, but a great shot there at the net by Farrell. Perfectly placed in the back corner. Point Bulldogs. Serve from Bergman. Bluffton with the opportunity now. Great dig in the back row. Shot's going to be blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds. Point goes to Adrian, 12-11. Score. Shot in play. Point Bluffton. As now back there to serve for the Beavers is going to be number 11. That's White. Adrian now going to have to scramble to put something together here as Cribbs gets enough of it, though, into the back row. Good pop-up by White. Bluffton out of position. So Farrell set up for Johnson. Is able to somehow get a point there as Johnson held in the air for a while just to get it enough to get it over the net. And they get the point, 13 all. We're tied here. So Farrell will serve. Tie ball game, 13 apiece here in the second set. Adrian took set number 1. Now the Bulldogs, good scramble and a good job getting the point there, as that's going to end up being Ashurst with the kill. Great scramble effort. It looks like the Bulldogs really leaving it all out on the floor so far. 14-13. They lead as Farrell serves it back over the net. Shot's going to be blocked. So now Adrian with the opportunity, set up by Farrell. On the outside, Ashurst just has simply pushed it over the net. Now it's Bluffton with the opportunity, and that's going to be just long coming from Like. Point Bulldogs, they lead by 2. Now it's going to be Bluffton's turn to call a timeout. We'll go ahead and join them with the 30-second timeout of our own. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back to Adrian College Volleyball here on ACTV. Got a full crew tonight. Jet's joining me to my right. She is directing. Also Ashley and Alex interning tonight. Be sure to check out the ACTV TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Follow us at Adrian College TV. Also be sure, as you're watching right now, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're now up over top of 5,000 followers. That was the goal by the end of the year, and we're here at the start of the fall semester. Good stuff there. Good, strong crowd tonight from the Bulldog faithful, as it will be Haley Farrell serving it away for Adrian College, and Coach Kwan following the timeout from Coach Yarnell. Good dig in the back row. One Ashurst just has to simply lightly get it over. So now it's Bluffton with the opportunity, and Bluffton will get the point from Posey. 15-14 is the score. We're going to get a couple substitutes checking in for the Bluffton Beavers, including Barnett and Weekly. Weekly will be the one that serves it over. (15-14), Adrian College in the lead here in set 2. Now set from Farrell. On the outside, Ashurst. Kill. Ashurst having herself a pretty good game, pretty good match as well, as the Bulldogs take a 16-14 lead. This is kind of the point where Adrian kind of separated themselves in the last set as well. Cox gets the serve over the net. Minjaris to Farrell on the outside for Wyman. Point Adrian College, 17-14 now. It's a 3-point lead for the 1-4 Adrian College Bulldogs over top of the 2-2 Bluffton Beavers. One of those wins for Bluffton came against the Trine Thunder, who the Adrian College Bulldogs will see this season, obviously, being an MIAA opponent. A little light serve there from Cox. Monster dig there from Minjaris. Great block at the net, though. Coming from Bluffton's at the net, that was Posey as well as Armentrout. So Posey will now serve. Good effort there by Ashurst, just simply to get it over the net. Now Posey to Ashurst, set up by Farrell on the outside for Wyman. Back row, good job by Weekly. That one's just gonna be tipped in the air, good effort, and we're gonna get point Adrian College. I guess they had a double hit there. 18-15 now is the score. Bulldogs 7 points away from a 2-set lead. That one's going to be out of bounds. Point to Bluffton. (18-16) is the score. And the serve from Price. The setup for Ashurst blocked. So now the Bulldogs got to get over the net. Wyman does. Good job by the Bulldogs. As that one's going to be just strong enough. Good hustle there from Manjaris, but the point goes to Bluffton. They're trailed by 1, 18-17. Not too bad of a drive for the Bluffton fans to make the trip up here to Adrian. About an hour and a half drive, maybe a little less. Bergman's shot hit hard to the back of that. Good hustle there in the back row by Clayman, but point to the Bulldogs. 19-17 is the score. Here's the serve from Page. And Jarvis with the receive. Good effort in the back row there by Cox, but point to Bluffton, 19-18. Going to get another sub there, as checking in is going to be Like for the Beavers. Perfectly placed shot there by Wyman. (20-18). Shot blocked. Bulldogs with a point there as Bergman stays strong at the net. Wyman will serve. That's going to be an ace for number 5, Wyman. And we're going to get a timeout from Bluffton. We'll go ahead and keep things right here as I run down some of the stats for the match so far. 22-18 is the score. Adrian College out on top here in set number 2, 3 points away from a 2-0 lead. So far, leading the way in kills for the Bulldogs, Wyman with 8, Cribbs with 7, Bergman with 4, and Ashurst with 4. And hitting percentage for them is Haley Farrell with 500, as well as Wyman with 333. Johnson with 286, Cribbs down there at 130. As far as assists go, Haley Farrell now with 17 assists to go along with 1 ace. Wyman also now with an ace. Johnson with 2 assisted blocks, Wyman with 1. 10 digs for Wyman, 11 for Manjaris. And Bruiser's made his way into the building, so everyone is super excited. And all the Bulldog volleyball players want to pet him real quick, of course. 22-18 is the score. Real quick, running down the Bluffton stats. 6 kills for Posey, 4 for Campbell, 4 for Barnett. Assists 10 for White, 6 for Price. Got an ace apiece for Clayman and White. Another point for the Bulldogs there. And then as far as digs go, 13 for Clayman, 10 for Weekly, and 6 for White. Posey leading the way with 8 points. (23-18) Adrian College out on top. Good job at the net there by Bluffton. They get another point. 23-19 is the score as Posey checks back in for the Beavers. Long serve is received by the Bulldogs. Bergman shot into the net. 23-20 now. Adrian just 2 points away from taking the first 2 sets. Clayman. Short serve. Set over for Cribbs. Nice shot by Cribbs into the back row. Point Bulldogs, 1 point away here. Set point in set number 2 as Johnson checks back in. (24-20). Point goes to Bluffton. (24-21). Here's the serve from the Beavers. It is received. Farrell just elects to hit it herself. Now Posey into a empty space of Bulldogs, and it's now all of a sudden 24-22. Can Bluffton make a little run here? White will serve it away for the Beavers. Long serve. Set up on the outside. Blasted by Cribbs. Long shot. Now Farrell to Cribbs. Again received. Good defense from Bluffton. Ninjaris to Farrell to Johnson. Point! Adrian College. Set goes to the Bulldogs. They now lead set 2 after winning set 2 25-22. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout as Adrian College leads 2-0. This is Bulldog Volleyball on ACTV.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Welcome back to the Merlot Sport and Fitness Center for set number 3. Adrian College leads the Bluffton Beavers 2-0. Alex Thackeray joining me on the broadcast. Alex is an intern with ACTV, also a resident assistant, a junior, graphic design, film major, right?
Something like that. We're mixing it up, but had to get a couple, photos for TikTok and all the social medias, so been down on the court.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what it was like seeing Bruiser come in and everyone just go insane.
Honestly, we kind of saw him come through the windows. I don't know if you can see the doors are glass, and people saw him, started getting a little excited. The second they opened the door, everyone, including the Bulldogs here, got very excited and extra stoked for that second set.
Yeah, you don't necessarily that ball. Oh, you're going to call it in. I thought that was out, but point goes to Bluffton. You don't normally see Bruiser come in on inside events like this.
The only game that I've really seen him come at besides football games is typically your ice games. And, to see him at this game, especially 2 sets in, is great to see.
I'm very interested at how Coach Kwan and maybe Coach Kaiser and other people feel about Bruiser walking on the brand new floor that we just brought in. But I guess people put dress shoes and stuff like that, But, yeah, Adrian College now trailing in set 3, I should say, 2 sets. Wow, can't talk. 2-0 here in set 3 after the Bulldogs won the first 2 sets. So they lead 2-0. Bulldogs going to win the match here. And you had a fun fact about this matchup between these two teams.
The last time that they played, they were in, I believe it was the 27th of November last year. It was 2 sets. They lost both of those. But I was looking back even further, and Adrian College has never beat Bluffton, I should say, in 10 years. And it looks like 10 years ago was the first time they played together. So they have never won a single match over 6 games in 10 years.
That's the prime research you get as being an intern here.
Sometimes just gotta go into Google.
Coach Kwan not thrilled with the call. They said the Bulldogs tipped that one before it went out of bounds. So the point goes to Bluffton. They lead 3-0 here in set 3. And that's going to be just kind of a little mix-up. But the Bulldogs get the point. Wyman gets just enough of it. So now it's 3-1. Maybe that'll kind of turn the momentum a little bit as Cribbs will serve it for Adrian. A lot of young players out there for the Bulldogs today, especially, you look at Minjara. She's a freshman. I believe Cribbs might be a sophomore or junior. Three to 2 now. Adrian College working the way back in here in the third set. Set up for Wyman. Shot's going to be blocked. Good recovery from Minjaras. And great effort in the back row by Cribbs. Now the Bulldogs with an opportunity at the net. Ashurst, shot popped up in the air, but Bluffton, again, recovers. Wyman into the back row. 3-2 is the score. Finally, Bluffton with the point, and they go up 4-2.
We were talking earlier about having such a young team, and I noticed last year we had a lot of seniors going on. So it's nice to see some of these freshmen, really coming in and stepping up this year. I think it was kind of a little bit of a predicament for Quan, but I think he's figured it out clearly.
Yeah, Adrian starts off the year 1-4, but playing a team that they're familiar with, but have not had a lot of success. And, just setting themselves up. We saw Bluffton beat Trine this past weekend 3-1. Adrian College not had a whole lot of success with Trine in volleyball of late as well. Obviously, Trine picked ahead of them. I think the Bulldogs were picked 7th in the MIAA. So just setting yourselves up, with just to show that you can compete in situations like this is obviously very important. 5-2, Wyman with an opportunity, gets the kill. She's having herself quite the ball game right now.
She's been playing very aggressive today, and that's definitely good to see, especially for her. She's gotten a lot of playing time today.
So the freshman libero, Minjaras, will serve. 5-3. Bulldogs trail. That's going to be long. Point. No, they're going to say it was tipped again, and Coach Kwan upset yet again because the second time they've kind of changed their call. So now, serving for Bluffton is going to be Clayman. Point goes to Bluffton. They lead 7-3. Popped up in the air. Now on the outside. Bluffton trying to extend their lead. Good effort in the front row by Bergman. Now it's going to be Farrell on the outside to Wyman. Another one tipped in the air. Bluffton. Posey not able to get enough. Bulldogs bounce back. 7-4 is the score. Currently Adrian leading 2-0. Ashurst will now serve for Adrian. One thing that you can say, Alex, is Adrian definitely brought plenty of players today.
They definitely do. They always have a ton of players, and definitely when I was getting some of those photos down on the court, I kind of had to scoot by him a little bit to, to not disturb him.
So now serving for Bluffton is number 11, White. Also checking in for Adrian College, going to be number 10. That's Christian. Good diagonal serve there from White. And also a great set at the net for Wyman, but she's not able to do much with it. So it's Posey. Diagonal shot there to Manjaris. Now back to Wyman. Good effort by both of these teams here on this rally. 8-4. Bluffton on top. Make that 8-5 as the Bulldogs get the point. Here in set number 3. So Wyman will now serve. Just gets over the net. Posey's shot's blocked, rolls around the net a little bit. Now over to Cribbs. This is a good opportunity for Adrian. The set from Farrell. On the outside for Cribbs. Good job in the back row, though. Coach Rainey's daughter. Now Cribbs just trying to get something going here. Seems like Bluffton's been able to answer back any opportunity they've had so far in set 3, and the point goes to Bluffton. They now lead 9-5. A couple subs coming in for Bluffton. Looks like number 10, Barnett, as well as number 17, Weekly. Weekly serve is a good one. Farrell to Cribbs. Another one popped in the air. Good effort there, but it's going to go out of bounds. Point Bluffton, 10-5.
You know, we mentioned earlier about how large of a team Adrian has, and I think one of the benefits they have, so they're about to go to a timeout, is the fact that they can change players so frequently, and they have fresh players all the time.
Yeah, I think you're right, Alex. With that timeout, we're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout as well. Currently, Bluffton leading the Bulldogs 10-5 in set number 3. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu. And we're back here at the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. Jay Hanna with Alex Thackeray live as the Bulldogs taking on the Beavers. They lead 2-0, but it's Bluffton out on top here in set 3, 10-5, trying to bounce back and get an equalizer. Seems like Bluffton's playing much better, much more together here in this third set.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things is you know, it really is a team sport, and you want to work together, especially that communication, and you know, that's your crucial aspect is who's going to get that ball so you can set up for that next hit.
Good dig out by Wyman. Now Farrell on the outside for Cribbs. Cribbs just gets it over, but a good effort for Bluffton, and looks like Bluffton hit the net. No, a double hit there from Bluffton. Point goes to Adrian College. Bergman will now serve. It's a good strong serve into the back row. 10-6, Bluffton out on top. Shot's gonna be blocked. So now Farrell. Eventually the ball popped up for Cribbs. Not a lot offensively there from Adrian. Now Farrell for Cribbs. Good receive. And that's going to be in play. Point goes to Bluffton. Making that was Barnett. So serving for Bluffton is going to be Like as they lead this one 11-6 in set 3. Manjaris to Wyman to Cribbs. Somehow get a point there, 11-7.
You know, it's nice to see a nearly full Marilot Center. That wasn't something we really got the experience last year, and I think it's nice to, you know, get that energy back in and see it again.
Yeah, and I was talking a little bit before you joined us, Alex, about how the first match also seemed that way as well. You know, good job by the coaches and athletic programs also bringing their kids out and making sure they come out and support the volleyball team. So always better when they're winning too.
Absolutely, and you know, I've seen professors as well, and it's good to have a full house again.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one that saw Professor Winkles down there, right?
Yep, yeah, yep, she's down here as well.
That ball is going to be tipped and out. Point goes to Bluffton. Another third time I think this set, Coach Kwan's been upset with a tip ball out of bounds call. It's leading to discussion from Farrell. But the point goes to Bluffton. They lead 12-8. That kind of took away a little bit of momentum from the Bulldogs. So here comes a serve from Beavers. Johnson, the nice spike right there, got the Bulldogs fired up, and it's back to within 3. So the Bulldogs battling back a little bit here.
I think there's a little bit of tension in the air with some of these calls, and you know, getting to be a little bit more of an even score is seems to be kind of easing that. But definitely want to the Bulldogs definitely want to take this one home 3-0.
Yeah, once you have that opportunity to close the match, you want to go ahead and try it. That's for sure. As they trail by 3, but we're going to get a hit opportunity. Good block of the net. Now coming from Wyman. Wyman to the back left side. Bluffton. Ball tipped to Manjaris. To Farrell on the outside. It's going to be too long from Ashurst. Point going to Bluffton. We're going to get a couple subs. Rainey checking in along with number 22, Posey. And Rainey will be the one that serves. (13-9) Bluffton on top in set number 3. Farrell to Wyman. Shot's going to be tipped. They can't find it. Point to Adrian College. 13-10. Johnson checks out. Bergman checks in. Manjaris will serve. As I said, pretty young team out there. Manjaris just freshman as the libero. one's going to be too long.
You know, I think with how much playing time Anjaris is getting, especially as a freshman, she's definitely going to be crucial over the next 4 years, for that matter, for the Adrian College.
14-10. Bulldogs trying to end this one in 3. Wyman continuing her strong performance. 14-11. Now heading back to serve. It's going to be Ashurst. Nice little stat update here. Wyman leading the way with 13 kills, 9 for Cribbs, 4 apiece for Johnson, Bergman, and Ashurst. Also on the ace front, 2 for Wyman, 2 for Farrell. And then 24 assists for Farrell. Adrian gets it over. Now Bluffton sets up on the outside. It's going to be blocked. But Bluffton recovers. Posey's shot's going to be long, and the Bulldogs back within 2. This seems to be the point in the match in each of these sets where the Bulldogs kind of turn the momentum, and this is the opportunity to strike if you're Adrian.
You know, Jay, we see this a lot with Adrian College. This is kind of that turning point of whether or not they're going to go ahead and finish it out, and hopefully for the Bulldogs.
15-12, Bluffton on top. Bluffton will serve it right to left on your television, computer screen, wherever you're watching. Wyman, back row just too wide. Point goes to Bluffton. They extend that lead to 4. Adrian hasn't been able to kind of get within 2 this third set. Now serving for Bluffton is White. It's in play. The set from Farrell for Wyman is a little wide. Posey shot strong into the back row. Point goes to Bluffton. Scoreboard says 17-13. Thought it was 17-12, but we'll go with what the scoreboard says. Now checking in for Adrian. It looks like it's going to be Anspaugh. Her first minutes of the day. And she gets the set opportunity. And she gets the assist there for Bergman. Going to give Farrell a little breather here at the end of the third set. Cribbs checking in. Back to serves Wyman. Just over the net, and that's going to be an ace point, and there it is, back within that 2-point deficit.
You know, Wyman had a lot of good runs earlier in this game, so hopefully she'll be able to get a couple more.
It's going to be a long serve. Bluffton's now a little out of position, and so good effort there from Bulldogs as it's set up for Cribbs. Into the back row, dug out by Bluffton. Now Posey. Now the set from Anspaugh. It's going to be a kill for Cribbs, and now we're back within 1. Bulldogs 9 points away now from a 3-set sweep, which is going to lead to a timeout from Coach Yarnell as the Bulldogs trail 17-16 here in set number 3. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
And we're back. 17-16, Adrian College trailing the Bluffton Beavers. However, they're leading 2-0. Key turning point here for the Bulldogs for a action-packed weekend for the Adrian College women's team.
Absolutely. So later they're going to be playing at the Battle of the Point, which will actually feature both the North Coast Athletic Conference and the MIAA Conference as a head-to-head game at Cedar Point Sports Center.
Yeah,
so that should be pretty fun.
I've been out to the Cedar Point Sports Center. It's a pretty cool facility, very large as well, plenty of courts, so I'm sure they'll have a good time, good experience at that. Very, very large facility. Obviously, if it's Cedar Point, they're putting in plenty of money into it and everything, so I'm sure they'll have a good time with that. So the score, like we said, 17-16. Bluffton leads in set 3, but it was Adrian winning the first 2 sets before we got to this point, and I don't know if it's a rotation issue or a substitution issue going on, but the referees are trying to figure something out here. And just looking ahead, like we said, after that crossover event where they play Worcester, Hiram College, and DePaul University, they'll also be playing Baldwin-Wallace next Saturday. That's at home. That's on homecoming. That will also be featured on ACTV. Then they'll travel to St. Mary's and host Heidelberg and Albion over the next 2 weeks. So plenty of competition coming for Adrian College. But a 3-set sweep of Bluffton would be a great, impressive, momentum-shifting start to a season that's kind of had a slow start for Adrian. Like I said, they went down to Kentucky this past weekend for the Berea Invitational, where they won 1 of 3 matches, getting that first win. As the officials are still trying to figure out what's going on. Alex?
You know, honestly, I didn't know you were going to throw it to me, so I'm not sure what to say. But you know, it's good to be back. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. They stole my move when I run the PA, and there's a long delay. I play the Jeopardy music, so I don't know who's in charge of the music down there, but it's definitely stolen from me.
I think we should be able to add that to our things. What do you think? So anyways, it looks like it will be Blair Wyman that's going to go ahead and serve it. At least that's what it was looking like earlier. And she's currently at 13 kills, and I believe it was 16.5 total points. Aiden Cribbs is right under her with kills of 10, and Dessing Johnson at 5.
And it looks like the confusion was Adrian was awarded an extra point at some point. So now the score is actually 17-15, which Coach Kwan, again, not too thrilled with. And Jet and I actually both noticed it earlier that Adrian got that point, but I thought they were just updating the score. So I guess Coach Kwan's looking for an explanation here. And I'm sure they compared it to the scorebooks and everything. And so we're actually sitting at 17-15, which isn't quite as good.
No, especially not this late in the set, but, you know, anything can happen. That's one of the nice things about, you know, volleyball. Same with baseball a little bit, too, is it doesn't matter, you know, it could be, you know, right at the end of the game, and they just come back. It's not a timed sporting event, so that's something that it's always plausible.
So now we're just ready to get this match back underway as we're approaching 2 hours during this broadcast, which means we're approaching 8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock.
It is 8 o'clock.
Past my bedtime, Alex.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a decent drive home tonight, don't you?
Yeah, it's not too bad. 35 minutes or so. So the score is 17-15. We're back underway here. Wyman will serve it away for the Bulldogs as she tries to continue this rally they have going. There's a big point right here in this match. Another one popped up in the air. Bluffton, the set. Now it's Adrian. Great effort there by Wyman, and they're able to keep it in play. And that's going to be long. from Bluffton. That was all set up by Wyman's effort. Certainly been the player of the game thus far for the Bulldogs. 17-16. Now it's 17-16.
Exactly. It was funny. She wanted to go for that at first, and then when she realized it was out, she did not want to touch it, whatever.
Very smart play. Oh, my goodness. That was a great play in the back row by Clayman. And eventually Bluffton gets the point back, 18-16. Checking in the serve is going to be Weekly, along with Barnett serving, or checking in, I should say. Another big point in this contest. You got to feel if Bluffton gets this past 2 points, it's going to be tough for the Bulldogs to respond. And here's the serve, in play. Good recovery there as Wyman just gets enough of it. Nearly gets a point, and she will. That one just turning a mistake from herself, I guess, into a point always works. So now Bergman will serve. 18-17 is the score. Strong serve into the back row. The set on the outside. Good dig. Now the set. Cribbs. Shot's going to be blocked. Point. Bluffton. 19-17. Benjaris checks back in for the Bulldogs. And serving for Bluffton will be Like. Gets her instruction from Coach Yarnell. Just gets over the net. The set for Cribbs. A little wide. So now Bluffton with the opportunity. Just gets it over the net. Cribbs. 19-17 is the score. Good dig. Bad communication, though. Point goes to Bluffton. Now they are 5 points away from extending this to the fourth set.
You know, especially in this set, one thing that you said a lot is just over. And I think earlier in those first two sets, there was a lot of hard hitting. And I think they're trying to mix it up a little bit and try to get it a little bit softer to, you know, switch it up.
Oh, there you go. They hit it too long.
There you go. I was misspoken.
So the point goes to the Bulldogs. They're back within 2, 20-18. Critical point in the match right here. Bluffton obviously wants to extend this. Adrian looking to send them home early. Serve coming from Farrell. Set blocked, but into the net. Point goes to the Beavers, 21-18. Adrian trying to put together one last run here, or else we're going to set 4. Back to serve for Bluffton will be Price.
Clean up a little bit of sweat there, it looks like.
Now we got players diving all over the place out there. Makes sense.
Especially with the new floors, you know. David Kwan definitely wants to keep them nice and shiny.
That's right. Another big serve here for Price. It's in. Hustle from Farrell. Ashurst's shot is received. Now it's Bluffton scrambling around here. Ball popped in the air for Farrell. Set up on the outside. Cribbs unable to get the point. Now it's Bluffton just having to get it over the net, and they do. Bluffton set up nicely. 2. Third hit here, it's got to go over. Cribbs does. Both teams scrambling around a little bit here. 3-point lead for Bluffton in set number 3. That one's going to go into that point. Adrian College, 21-19. I keep saying it's a critical point in the match, but it just seems like that 2-point gap. When it gets extended, when it's at 3, it seems unreachable. But when it's at 1,
it seems like it's anybody's game, and you know that's especially this late in the game too. You know, it's really anybody's match.
I'm just going to say the first one that hits 25 is going to win this set.
That's your guess? All right.
Perfectly set, but it's going to be long, 21-20. So the Bulldogs with an opportunity to tie But first we're going to get a timeout from Coach Yarnell as Adrian College trails 21-20. You're watching Bulldog Volleyball on ACTV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back to the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. 21-20 is the score. Adrian College trying to fight their way back for a 3-set sweep over the Bluffton Beavers. Adrian coming out of the timeout from Bluffton gets the serve, and the service honors belong to number 24, Cox. Also out on the floor for Adrian College, number 7, Farrell, along with Minjara.
You know who's no longer on the floor is Bruiser. I think he went ahead and finished his walk for the night.
I think he's going back to bed, and that's going to be well long from Cox. Point goes to Bluffton out of the timeout, 22-20. So now Rainey will serve for the Beavers. Strong serve, in play. Wyman shot tipped, point. Oh, they're going to say it did not land. So the Bulldogs, another Coach Kwan complaint on that one, saying that one of them was double hit.
Sometimes those pancakes, you know, from up here where we're standing are kind of hard to see, and, you know, you never call it until the lead ref is able to.
Well, Adrian ends up getting the point, making it 22-21. Can they get over that hump and tie the game? And Jaris will serve. Low serve. Perfect opportunity there. Shot blocked. Point, Adrian College. We're tied at 22.
I told you, Jay, it's one of those games where, you know, they can come back at the last second, and, you know, you never want to let your guard down, especially with volleyball.
3 points away from the sweep. Manjaris' serve. Good effort there to keep that in play by Bluffton, but it is an opportunity for Wyman. Into the back row, popped up. Bluffton will be able to return it. Now it's Farrell setting up. Oh, it's going to be long from Ashurst. Point goes to Bluffton, and they're 2 points away from extending this match. Good third set here. Back to serve for Bluffton is going to be Clayman.
Got a lot of these people up on their feet, which is good to see.
Clayman serve. Good, strong, low serve. Now it's Bluffton with a good opportunity here. But the set was a little off. So now it's Adrian's opportunity. Ashurst again hits one long. Point Bluffton, and they're 1 point away from heading to set number 4.
No, Jay, I think this is the critical point. As we're about to go into another timeout real quick, I believe we're going to take another timeout. Is that correct?
We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
We're back here at the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center as Adrian College trailing in set number 3, 24-22 after winning the first 2 sets. Coach Yarnell talking to his girls over there for Bluffton, trying to get over top of the hump that they're facing here. We're officially 2 hours into this broadcast. It's about 8:11.
You know, Jay, I think we need to figure out who's choosing this music because I'm really liking it. It's nice to have a little bit, you know, in between these sets.
It's a Bluffton serve out of the timeout. Like you said, very loud from the Bulldogs. Wyman hits it over the net. Now Bluffton with a great opportunity to end it. The set. That's going to be out. Point Bluffton, and that will do it for set number 3. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as we get ready for set number 4. Right now, Adrian College leading 2-1. You're watching AC Volleyball on AC TV.
Really excited to get going and to try and lead these guys and try and help them reach their full potential as basketball players, but more importantly as people, as student athletes, and as men when they get out of here. So very excited to get going.
So let's play Bulldog basketball.
The Adrian College men's basketball program has a new man in charge. Tim Kaiser was announced the new head coach by athletic director Mike Duffy last week, but has been leading the program for several weeks now. After being named acting coach late in the season, Kaiser won his first career game overseeing the team.
Anytime you can get any experience is really good. So next year, game 1, it won't be game 1 for me, it'll be game 7. And that's actually a big thing. And beyond the games, more so the practices, right? Being able to lead the practices. Because if we want to be good on the court, that's the most important thing about what we're going to do.
He played at Waynesburg University in Pennsylvania, where he was able to play in basically every role, including coming off the bench and starting as the team captain. Since his playing days, he has served as a graduate assistant at Heidelberg University in Ohio and assistant coach at Muhlenberg College in Pennsylvania. That's before he arrived as a Bulldog last fall.
All of my experience is in Division III. That's all I know, and that's what I love. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to be involved in. And I think while, yeah, I'm young, I also think I'm confident.
Kaiser and his team have already began their work in recruiting and preparing for next season. He can't wait to take the court with his team in a few short months.
I think first and foremost is that we're a connected group at all times. I think that's so important, especially in Division III, especially in basketball. So number one, that we're really connected, that we love.
And we're back here at the Marilat Sport Fitness Center. My name's Alex Thackeray, and Jay Hanna had to take a break for a little bit. We are currently in the fourth set. Adrian won the first two, and Bluffton won the third. Sent over by Bluffton. No, it was not. Set up by Blair. And that's going to be a point off of a touch for the Bulldogs, leading 1-0. Farrell's going to go ahead and serve this one again. Sends it over. There we go. Farrell with the setup. And it does not go over.
How'd you do?
Good. I said a few words. They started a little bit before our thing did, so we had to cut it, but that's all right. We want to give you every inch of the game.
Yeah, sounds good. The Bulldogs tied up 1-1. That one's going to be long. Bluffton trying to send this to a fifth and final set. Adrian College obviously trying to win in 4 after losing set number 3. That one's going to be long on the serve from Adrian. Point goes to Adrian College. Alex, what you got going on the rest of the night?
Had a meeting, but I want to see Cribbs set this one or send it over.
Bulldogs scrambling here. The set, a perfect set for Wyman. Wow. As that's just going to be a little long, though. Point goes to the Bulldogs, or to the Beavers, I should say.
They send me minutes anyways, so it's all right. But I'm sure someone's listening right now, and I'd be at meeting in 15 minutes, but it is what it is. As they send it over.
Well, this match could very well be over in 15 minutes.
That is true.
Point Adrian College. So, Alex, tell me a little bit about your semester you got going on so far.
Doing 15 credits, have an internship with you. I'm your little sidekick, I guess, for the next semester. And, I grew up as a rower. I used to play volleyball back in my middle school days, which were obviously my prime. Was not the best volleyball player, but I do know the sport, love the sport. And I don't know, I'm an RA on campus. We have a couple RAs actually playing as well today. Caitlin Bergman and Blair Wyman are as well. I don't know if any of the other ones are out. Lydia Christian, I believe, is also an RA. So good representation from a lot of the school, and it's one of the nice things about a small campus that, you don't get with the big one is you know people and you know the things they're a part of.
For sure. And do you RAs have your own little clique?
A little bit. I will say we have our own group chat, and get to hang out. And we before school started went to the boathouse a couple times, got to swim around, and in between training and stuff, and it's always good. We have a couple guys from the men's volleyball team who are also RAs. I saw Sam earlier. He's actually in my building. I'm not sure where Sam went off to, but
so right now, Bluffton rolling so far in set 4, 7-2-3. But Berkman gets him back into it, making it 7-4.
Looks like that was a little bit of confusion on Bluffton's end on who was getting that ball. And, that's one of the big things, like I said earlier, is having that solid communication is really what makes a good team. Sent up by Blair Wyman, and that's going to be a little long for the Bulldogs. That's going to be a point for the Beavers. Looks like Alicia Like is going to go ahead and be serving this one for the Beavers, sending it over. Set up by Farrell. Over to Wyman. That's going to be nice and short by the Beavers. As Bergman sends it over, and that's going to be in point for the Bulldogs. Looks like there's a couple substitutions, and it looks like trying to see, I believe that was Aiden Cribbs coming in for Cox. Send it over. And that's going to be long for the Beavers. And they're going to call that a touch. So that's going to be a point for the Beavers. And that is not liked by the crowd. It's happened a couple times, but it doesn't seem like Quan is a fan of that one either. Ellie Price sending it over. Set up by Farrell. And Bergman went and put that one away. Score is 6-9. The Beavers are leading. Caitlin Bergman sending it over. And that's going to be another point for the Beavers. And it looks like there might be a couple substitutions. Pulling in number 22 for the Beavers. I didn't see who else came in. Sends it over by Bluffton. Farrell sets it up. And down and in between the net and the blocker for the Beavers. That's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. Haley Farrell up to serve. Sends it over to Bluffton. Set up by Farrell, and that's in. Ooh, I spoke too soon. That's going to be set up by Farrell again, and down and in. That was a point from, trying to see who that was. From Destiny Johnson. Farrell once again with the jump serve. Sitting it nice and high. Over by number 22, a little bit of lack of communication, but that's all right. And that communication is just gonna, be a little bit too much for the Bulldogs. As it's currently 11-8 with the Bulldogs behind. The Beavers are up. Number 15, Brooke Clemon is serving it for the Beavers. Sends it over and in, up by Farrell. Down, blocked. Up by Farrell again. Barely touched in, but still makes it over. Lack of communication, that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. Quick substitution for Adrian. Looks like Lana Cox is in once again. Sends it over. Set up by number 13 for Bluffton. And that's going to be short for Lana Cox. Maddie White will be serving this one for Bluffton. And that's going to be too short. That's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. It is currently 10-12 with the Bulldogs trailing. Majara sent that one over, and that's going to be short for Bluffton, and point Adrian. Sent over by Manjaras. Set up by number 11 on Bluffton. Set up by Farrell. And that's going to be a little bit of lack of communication. Kind of missed that ball a little bit and figuring it out. Courtney Weekly for Bluffton's going to be serving. Sends it over the net. Received by Farrell. It's going to be blocked by Adrian, trying to figure that out. Repeatedly blocked by Bluffton again. Set to Wyman. She's going to go ahead and set that one over. Kind of lost that ball a little bit for the Bulldogs. It is now 11-14. And they're going to go ahead and take a timeout, so we will as well. You're watching the AC Women's Volleyball team on ACTV.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
And we're back in the Marilat Sport Fitness Center. My name's Alex Thackeray. Jay will hopefully be back shortly. Had to take a quick call. The score is currently 11-14. Bulldogs are behind. Courtney Weekly is going to send this one over. Set up by Farrell. Set up by Farrell again to Blair Wyman. That's going to be in, but Bluffton receives it. Farrell sends it to Blair Wyman again. And it's going to be received as well. And that's going to be also received by Farrell, sending it that one over, and that's going to be a point for Bluffton. Looks like that one was considered a touch. And Jay's back.
Yeah, I was letting you, seeing if you could stay above water or not.
Oh, okay.
How'd you do?
I found my sheet again. I was looking for this, so.
Where'd you find it?
It was down on the ground.
I was looking for it. I even wrote on that one. So right now, Bluffton with a commanding 16-11 lead. It looks like we could be heading for a 5th set, which happens sometimes in these matches, but obviously if you're the Bulldogs, you don't want to head into a 5th set losing the previous 2.
Absolutely not, but I think it makes it a little bit more exciting, you know. They're going to go ahead and call that one out. Point Adrian. Lydia Christian's going to come in and serve for the Bulldogs. Sends it over.
Bluffton just playing a lot more crisp here in this fourth set. I think they feel like they have a chance to win this match when, right at the end of that third set, it was looking a little dicey.
And I think that's one of those things is just kind of having a lot of that mental block and, being able to play that crispness is part of that as well as your communication. And I think on both teams, for a matter of fact, that communication hasn't been quite there, as there's a little bit of lack of communication there. 4 hits on Bluffton, and that's going to be a point for Adrian.
(17-13) score. Blair Wyman will serve now. Bulldogs within 4. So I keep saying that, like 2 points, 1 point, you get that close. As they trail by 5 now, you start to feel a little bit more comfortable.
Sends it over.
Bergman unable to keep that one in play, so the score now 19-13. Bluffton within 6 here of forcing a 5th set. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. You're watching Bulldog Volleyball on ACTV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by colleges of distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
And we're back here at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. My name's Alex Thackeray, here with Jay. Am I here with you, or are you here with me at this point?
I'm here with you. I'm letting you.
Okay.
I'm letting you finish off the 4th set.
Oh no! All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for this one. It's gonna be Ellie Price for the Beavers, setting this one after the timeout. Sends it over, responded by Blair Wyman. Sit nice and high. Farrell sets this one up for Aiden Cribbs. Farrell sets it up again. Bergman sends it over, and it looks like they're going to call that one out. Point for the Beavers.
Yeah, 20-13 now. I think Bluffton can feel that 5th set coming, and Coach Kwan's going to have to get his girls ready to go for that 5th set after, not collapsing, but just losing that big advantage they had.
I think that's one of the things, in any sport, especially when you're thinking that you're going to get it ended and it goes in that overtime, in this case the 4th set, and now they're going into what will likely be a 5th set is, a little hard mentally, but, I think, if the Bulldogs can pull it back together, I think they definitely still have a fighting chance.
Yeah, definitely. Anything can happen in that 5th and final set, for sure.
Set up by Farrell, sent over, and that's going to be in on the side of the Beavers. I almost forgot what they were called. And that's going to be a point for Adrian. Sophomore Haley Farrell is going to be setting this one over, serving this one over, I should say. Set by Farrell, over to Cribbs. Farrell sends that one. It's going to be short, and that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs.
Well, Alex, a little momentum on their side now as the Bulldogs try to scrape and claw their way back, because obviously they want to end this one in 4 and not have to go to that 5th and final set.
Absolutely, and it's getting a little bit louder, I think, for the crowd here, you know, trying to get that momentum for the Bulldogs.
(22-16) the score now. So Bluffton earned the right to serve back. Bluffton, as I said earlier in this broadcast, 1 and 4, or I should say 2 and 2. Adrian 1 and 4 so far this season.
Set up by Farrell. Sent to Bergman. Oh, no, excuse me, Doro. And that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of Doro so far tonight. She's played well in their few sets that she's been out there. But if you're looking at the stats so far in this matchup, Bluffton now leads in points 89-88. So despite the fact Adrian's up 2-1, it's been Bluffton, or I should say it's tied now 89-89. So it's been completely even as Bluffton's looking to close out this 4th set.
And that's going to be out, point for the Bulldogs. Lena Cox sends it over. Set up by number 13 on Bluffton. Sends over, short. Still in. Blair Wyman sends it over. Set up by 13. And that's going to be in and shanked for the Bulldogs. That's a point for Bluffton.
1 point away is Bluffton here from that 5th and final set.
Maggie White trying to send this one home for the Beavers. And that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Adrian's still showing some fight here despite being down to the final point here in the 4th set.
Able to find that pocket and, you know, really get in there. Sends it to Farrell. Set up by Duro, and that's going to be another point for the Bulldogs.
Now they get 2 more here. It gets a little interesting. I would expect a timeout from Coach Yarnell. But they still have an uphill battle here. It's a good serve, though.
That's going to be, that's an ace, right?
That's an ace. Well, I was wrong. Coach Yarnell's going to go ahead and call a timeout now. We'll go ahead and keep things right here as we take a look at the stats so far in this one for the Adrian College Bulldogs, as here in set number 4, as I'm working on pulling them back up here. So far, for the Bulldogs, leading the way with kills, Wyman 15, Cribbs 13, 8 for Bergman. Assists right now, 36 for Farrell. Also 3 aces for Wyman, 2 for Farrell. Wyman also leading the way with Diggs. Manjaris with 25, Wyman there with 28. And also the most points so far belong to Blair Wyman. As far as Bluffton goes, leading the way with kills, Posey with 12, 11 apiece for Barnett and White. Pretty balanced attack for them. 23 assists for White, 15 for Price. 2 aces for Clayman and Weekly. And as far as total points go, 14 for Posey, 12.5 for White.
Man, this music just hits every single time. I'm liking it.
It's like my middle school days.
That was like the 90s or something like that, right?
No. No. We're still in the 2000s there. About time you were born, though.
Hey, now.
Bulldogs with an opportunity.
That's going to be in. It's another point for the Bulldogs.
So again, you have to win by 2. So if we get tied at 24, it's the first one to take a 2-point lead over top of the other team. Be almost a backbreaker for the Bulldogs to battle all the way back and see Bluffton find a way to take this set. Bulldogs still hanging around
Set
here.
by Farrell. Just over the net by Wyman. That's going to be in. And it looks like we're going to be going to a 5th set with Adrian College and Bluffton College. Bluffton's a college, correct?
University.
University, Bluffton University.
With that awesome setup, we're going to take a timeout here. They're watching Adrian College Women's Volleyball on ACTV.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
All right, here we are, 5th and final set at the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. Jay Hanna, Alex Thackeray right here bringing it to you as Bluffton battled all the way back to force set number 5 against the Bulldogs after the Bulldogs won sets 1 and 2. Bluffton then won 3 and 4. So here we are, first one to 15 wins. As out on the floor for the Bulldogs, looks like we have Destiny Johnson. Well, she's just checking off right now. Maya Manjaris, the libero out there to go along with Blair Wyman. Haley Farrell. Also out there is Mallory Doro. Let's see. I can't see. It looks like Caitlin Bergman also out there.
Yep.
And I think Cribbs is
that's
the
Cribbs.
6th.
It's going to be Farrell that's going to be serving this one for the Bulldogs to start us off in the 5th set.
Get you the names of the Bluffton Beavers out there as well. Number 11, Maddie White. Number 13, Elle Price. Also out there is number 15, Brooke Clayman. Number 22, Cassidy Posey. I don't know if I said Maddie White or not. Also, Kaylee Campbell, number 5, is on the floor for, as well as Kaya Rainey. As you may or may not know, it's baseball Coach Rainey's daughter.
Coach Rainey's kids are very athletic.
Yes.
We saw Gunnar Rainey with getting a good amount of recognition last season for baseball.
Also male senior athlete of the year for the college.
Yep, absolutely.
So right now, 1-0, Bluffton with the lead here in the 5th and final set. And botch serve receive there from Wyman. Gives the point to Bluffton, 2-0. As I said, 5th and final set is the first one to 15, unlike 25 for the first 4 sets.
Makes it just that more critical. Every point really matters.
You're exactly right. And right there, it's Doro getting the kill. So the Bulldogs on the board here in the 5th set. Like we said, the momentum shifted so much in this because Adrian College took the first 2 sets, and then Bluffton took it right back and won sets 3 and 4. So if anyone has the momentum right now, it's definitely Bluffton on the road here at the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. Now the set. Bergman, kill, point, Bulldogs. So now overall, Adrian College leading the way with 96 points, I believe, or 95 points compared to 93 for Bluffton. There's 96. But that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's whoever wins the most amount of sets. Good hustle there from Manjaris. Doro puts it over the net. Bluffton very close to stepping over the line, but they don't. So the set on the outside for Doro. Kill, Bulldogs. 3-2. Adrian College out on top. Every lead matters here in this 5th and final set. You obviously want to try to separate yourselves a little bit. Still a pretty strong crowd here for this match, now over 2 hours. Ball still in play. Monster shot there on the outside coming from Cassidy Posey. Manjaris unable to dig it out. Point goes to Bluffton. Now checking in for the Beavers is Kelly Armentrout. Also checking in for Adrian is Lena Cox. Manjaris to Farrell on the outside to Doro. Doro to the back row is received. Now it's set up, and we're actually going to get a double hit from Bluffton. Those little mistakes like that can pile up here late in this matchup. But good words of encouragement there from Maddie White, the junior, trying to keep her team spirits up. So Manjaris will serve for the Bulldogs. 4-3, Adrian College on top. Got to get it over the net, and they do. And that's going to be a point for Bluffton. And that time getting the kill was Alicia Like. Now checking in for Bluffton, Chloe Barnett, Courtney Weekly. Weekly will serve. We got a tie game at 4. That's about as close of a match as you can get.
I think it is the closest match you can get. I mean, we're literally 2-2 as that one goes just out of bounds.
Well, now it's not the closest match you can get.
Now it's not the closest match you can get.
If we see 14-14 here in the 5th set, it will be the closest match you can get.
Heck, we could even see 15-15.
We could see 16-16.
At that point, 17-17.
If we see 25-25, we're going home.
All right.
I'm calling it right now. 5-4, Adrian College with the lead. Bluffton. Great dig by Cox. Now Bluffton set up. Just a little tap shot. Wyman digs it out to Johnson. Back to the back row. Point. Bulldogs, they take a 2-point lead here. Even got a good student section going for the Bulldogs. Also, the men's volleyball team straight ahead. Sticking around. 6-4 is the score. That ball's going to be long, and I'm going to expect a timeout from Coach Yarnell here pretty quick. And there it is. 7-4. Bulldogs out on top. We'll go ahead and join them and take a 60-second timeout. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Perfect timing as we're back here in the Merillat Sport and Fitness Center as Bluffton has their shot blocked. The Bulldogs, good hustle there. Set up for Wyman. Shot's going to be tipped out of bounds. Point, Adrian College, and now they lead 8-4.
You know, Jay, we were talking earlier about those 2-point, 3-point leads and how critical they can be. And especially now in this fifth set, that's really where, you want to watch out.
Good effort from the Bulldogs. Set up for Johnson. Back row, it is received. A little miscommunication, though, for Bluffton. And it's going to be a botched hit there. Point goes to the Bulldogs, and now it's 9-4. I think if Adrian scores here, they're going to call another timeout. He had 2 timeouts a set. Now checking in is going to be L. Price. Good resilience so far from the Bulldogs after losing the last 2 sets. Ball popped in the air. Now they just have to simply get over that. They do. Wyman to Farrell. Back to Wyman. Just simply tipped over the net. Great dig, and it's going to fall out of bounds. Good effort in the back row by Cox, but ultimately it's too much after Barnett gets enough of it over the net. Checking in for Bluffton, number 9, Lindsay Shaw. I think this is her first. I don't know that I've seen her so far. Shaw, the sophomore from Findlay, Ohio.
You know, Jay, one thing that I'm really noticing, especially on their second hits for Bluffton, is they're sending it super high. And sometimes that can add a little bit of confusion for your third hit.
Well, Bulldogs definitely didn't right there. That was perfectly set up for Wyman. Wyman with yet another kill as she leads the Bulldogs in that category. She'll also serve, as checking into the ball game is going to be Aiden Cribbs. Yeah, Wyman now with 17. Cribbs also with 13. That 17 kills is on a .211 hitting percentage. 10-5's the score. That's going to be another kill, though, on the other side for Barnett as she's continuing to keep the Beavers in this one. It's 10-6. Bulldogs 5 points away from a victory, number 2 on the season. And Wyman unable to receive that. It's going to be an ace in the back row. Now Price will serve. 10-7. On the outside for Cribbs. Monster shot, but a great dig in the back row by Clayman. That one's blocked at the net. Great defensive effort from Bluffton. Another great save there. This one has to get over, and they're going to say that's 4 hits, actually. Coach Yarnell did not like that call, and I think the argument was that the ball was tipped at the net on a block, which would not initially count as your first hit.
Yep.
But I think the referee is saying that there was, I don't know, intent, or don't know the exact wording on what you can use on that.
You know, I think if they don't overturn this, they might do a quick timeout, you think? Or have they already used both their
No,
timeouts?
they've only used one.
Only used one.
We're actually going to get a referee discussion here. This is a very huge call late in this game because 11-7 compared to, or would it be 12-7?
I think it'd be 12-7.
Compared to 11-8. I mean, that's a huge difference. And I think, I personally think that they missed that call. And I think they're going to stick with it. I personally thought that was not 4 hits. But, again, I'm also not an expert.
Yeah. And that's one of those things is we are a little bit further away than those refs. Those refs are right on the net, so they're able to see that a little bit better.
And Coach Yarnell's at least having a laugh about it. But point goes to the Bulldogs, so it is 12-7 now. I believe, unless it's still 11-7. We're going to stick with 11-7.
Yep. I think they might already change that scoreboard.
Lefty serve coming in from Maddie Peters. Bergman gets the point. Bulldogs 12-7, 3 points away from victory. And Bluffton's going to take timeout. We'll take our final break here before the end of this one. 30-second timeout. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. Adrian College just 3 points away from victory here after winning sets 1 and 2. They lost sets 3 and 4. And so we got a fun finish here in set number 5. First one to 15. Adrian College up 12-7. Back to serve Maddie Peters from South Lyon, Michigan. The lefty waits for the call, gives it.
And that's going to be over just a little bit. That toe, broke that line.
And that's an unfortunate mistake there for the Bulldogs, fresh out of the timeout. Scores 12-8. All those points matter as now Kaya Rainey will serve for Bluffton. Coach Rainey probably in a bit of a predicament in this situation. I'm sure he's rooting for his daughter. (12-8). Rainey serving right to left on your screens. Good strong serve. But the set from Farrell on the outside for Cribbs. Good dig. Point Bluffton, 12-9. Perfect placement on that shot over the net. All of a sudden, we're back to within 3 are the Beavers. Rainey will serve. Back row. Farrell to Cribbs. Great effort there coming from Bluffton, and they're just able to get it over the net. The set from Farrell, and actually she goes for just a shot over the net, which gives Bluffton the opportunity. Posey shot blocked, out of bounds. Point goes to Adrian College, to Bluffton University. 12-10, now we're gonna get a timeout for Adrian. We'll go ahead and keep things right here. 5 points, all Bluffton needs to get this victory. Adrian, meanwhile, just needs 3. Now let's take a look at the Bluffton stats. Since we just looked at the Adrian stats. Posey with 14 kills, Barnett with 13, White with 11, Campbell with 8. As far as assists go, 25 for White, 19 for Price. Very balanced passing attack. Diggs, 33 for Clayman, 22 for Weekly, 17 for White, and 13 for Rainey. And leading the way with 17 points is Posey. Adrian still way out in front. Wyman with 20.5 points, 13 for Cribbs, and 11.5 for Bergman. Well, Alex, this is where everything comes down to the wire, kind of. What do you expect to see here?
You know, I think it could go either way. We did see in that third set that it was, very much, we thought the Bulldogs were going to have it, and they, Bluffton was able to come back. That's always possible, and it's not a timed game. So in theory, the Bulldogs, could be up 14, and Bluffton's able to just come back and, and bite. So it's really any game.
They're going to give a point to the Bulldogs. They're going to say that one was tipped. That's a big call there because Cribb's shot was long, but the side judge said it was tipped. So that makes it 13-10. Bulldogs looking for the kill here. Back to serve is Haley Farrell, the sophomore leader setter. Serve over the net. Popped up. Posey. Ball tipped. Now it's set up on the outside for Dora. Blocked. Out. Point. Adrian College. Match point upcoming now for the Bulldogs. Haley Farrell will serve.
She's had a very good record tonight, especially with serving. So the Bulldogs are definitely glad that she is in this rotation right now. Sends it over.
Set on the outside. Over the net. Popped in the air. Good effort. Bluffton able to recover. Now the set. Shot. Still in play. And that's going to be a kill on the outside for Cribbs, and the Bulldogs pull off the 5th set victory over top of Bluffton. They win in 5. And we'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the player of the game for tonight's matchup in an exclusive interview. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. You're watching Adrian College Volleyball on ACTV.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. And the relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards, is just going to be great.
And welcome back to the Merlot Sport and Fitness Center here on ACTV. I'm standing here with our player of the game, Blair Wyman. Blair, Blair, obviously maybe some ups and downs tonight. You win that first 2 sets, and then you lose the next 2. What does Coach Kwan tell you guys, or how do you guys get motivated to come back and win that 5th and final set?
I think the main thing this season is really just when the going gets tough, you get better. So that's something that Kwan just has been reminding us since day 1 this season, and I think it really showed tonight. Yeah, and I mean, your effort all around the court really showed tonight. You led the team in kills. I think you led the team in points. You had a great night tonight. What worked so well for you tonight, do you think? In practice, we've also been working on just contacting the ball high, hitting smart shots, and, our pregame film, that really helped too, so we had a lot of strategy going into tonight.
So after a long weekend trip to Kentucky this weekend, you guys got that first win, and then you build on that, get your second win. How do you feel your team's playing right now?
I feel like we're really good. I feel like the morale is great. It's great to see, and as a senior, I'm just super proud of everyone. Yeah, and now you get some MIAA action coming up soon. Obviously, you guys picked 7th, but you're hoping to make some noise this year, right? Yes, exactly. We'll get them.
Perfect. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, so that was Blair Wyman, our player of the game. That's going to do it for this broadcast today on ACTV. Thank you to everyone tuning in, and we'll be back on Friday as the rugby team is in Docking Stadium. So stay tuned. Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.